Welcome to the MoneyShow.com video network. I'm Charles Gittler here with Peter Schiff.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Peter.
Good
So
to be here.
is it deja vu all over again in terms of what's happening with the central banks?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. You know, people have a very short memory. You know, we're here in the Money Show in 2013, and to me, it's like 2006. You know, the same old, same old. We had a bubble that burst, but the Fed came to the rescue with stimulus. So the stock market was rising, the real estate market was rising, and everybody was happy. Everybody thought it was great, but we were on the verge of a major collapse. 2013, same thing. Housing bubble burst 5-6 years ago. The Fed is up to its same old tricks, only bigger, more stimulus, cheaper money. They got housing prices going up. They got stock prices going up. Once again, everybody thinks it's great. It's actually worse than it was last time. And the next, financial crisis collapse is going to be much bigger than what we had in 2008. So don't believe all the hype.
When do you think that'll come?
I don't know. I mean, it's going to come soon. I mean, maybe it'll come before the end of the year. Maybe it'll come in 2014 or 2015. I mean, you never know. Like when I was coming to the Money Show in 2004 and I was talking about the crisis, I didn't know when it was going to hit. I just knew that it was coming.
Yes.
And it came, and the next one is coming, and people need to be prepared for it and recognize this phony rally for what it is, just another Fed-induced bubble that's going to burst.
So are you advising subscribers, radio listeners, and clients to not participate in the stock market?
No, remember,
rally?
we are participating. You remember, I'm bearish on the dollar. So I've actually told people for years that if you understand the real crisis, you can't own dollars, so you have to own something else, which includes stocks. So we tell our clients, and we've been telling our clients for years, to own stocks, to get out of paper and into real things. I've been telling my clients to focus more on international stocks, foreign markets, which I think offer more upside potential, less risk, more yield, especially if you're concerned about currency, because I want to own companies that are paying dividends and earning non-dollars.
So do you have specific investments in those fields, such as ETFs, funds, or even individual stocks that you can share with us in the remaining few minutes?
Well, the FINRA, the regulators don't let me really give out individual stock recommendations anymore, but we build custom portfolios for our clients. We also have a registered investment advisor. I manage 7 mutual funds that follow my strategy, so people can learn about my funds, they can invest in those funds, they can have us manage their money, they can set up a brokerage account where we will advise them, recommend the stocks that we like around the world, stocks that pay good dividends. And
what are your favorite areas, for example?
Well, we're way overweight in Asia, so I like markets like Singapore and Hong Kong. I like Scandinavia. We have investments in Norway and Sweden. I like Australia,
Japan?
New Zealand.
Japan,
we have
Japan?
Japanese stocks. We're overweight Japanese stocks, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay there because Japan is another big bubble. We don't like the Japanese yen. So, in our funds that are fixed income, that are bond related, we have no yen. We have no euros, we have no pounds. There are certain currencies that we like and that we focus on. But the Japanese are printing a lot of money, and so they're getting the stock market to go up. But again, a lot of the gains are an illusion because the yen is falling almost as fast as the stocks are rising. But I think there's a big problem waiting for Japan. But unfortunately, we got an even bigger problem in the United States.
So it could last as much as a year, perhaps even 2 years. It could be like 2005-06 and not blow up until 2008. So it could last maybe longer
I don't
than
know.
2 or
Is this
3 years.
2005 or is it 2007? I mean, I don't know. But I didn't know back then how long it would. I just knew that it was a big bubble and it was going to burst. But you had a lot of people that were convinced that it was real, that there was nothing to worry about, that it was, blue skies as far as the eye can see. And those are the same people that are saying everything is great now. The coast is clear. Don't worry. And I recognize the market is rallying, but for all the wrong reasons. And so you have to be very cautious about what's going on.
Well, thank you. We've been speaking to Peter Schiff on the MoneyShow.com video network. I'm Charles Gittler.